Welcome. In front of me is a DOOGEE S88 Pro, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So, starting off with the first one is going to be the dark theme, which will allow you just to turn everything a little bit dark. Now, by default, it looks like this portion right here with the notification panel already comes in like this dark mode, but we can extend it further by going into the settings, display, and dark theme, enable, and voila. Now this will also extend over to, or should at least, never mind, I guess it doesn't work here, but normally it does extend to default applications. I guess because the dialer and contacts are not default, they are not, but for instance messages are default, as you can see. Default meaning made by Google. These ones are not, which you can basically see by the way they look. But yeah, basically all the default Google apps will be supported by this, while everything that isn't necessarily default will not. Now moving on to the next one, it's going to be the simple split screen, which will allow you to use two different applications at the same time. And to do it, all you need to do is press the recent button, have your app that you want to split screen with already open. So as you can see, I already have a couple open, which will work. Tap on that little icon on the top, choose split screen, and voila. And from here you can simply choose another app that you want to split screen with. So you could either pick one that is in your recent, that'd be YouTube or whatever else you want, or you can tap on home and find it on your home screen somewhere. So just gonna pick apparently the only app that isn't supported. Great. So let's try that again. And let's split screen with something. Let's go back to this because apparently I just messed it up. There we go. Split screen, and let's pick YouTube. I'm pretty sure it is supported. There we go. So as you can see, you could split screen with two different apps at the same time. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the custom key function, which will allow you to assign a function to the additional keys, because we have the volume rockers right here, power, and then keys on the side that we can change. Now I believe there's only one that we can change, but yeah. So let's go into the settings and then scroll down to custom key function, enable it, and from here we can select application as an example. So we could open up an app. Okay, and then we have a one press function or also long press. So just change it up. Let's go with, for instance, YouTube. Now I'm just picking up some kind of application just as a example. But as you can see, you can choose basically any app. I believe you could also somehow make it into doing some specific functions if you wanted to as well. So now that we have two different apps, if I press, bringing up this one, so it's going to be this one. So as you can see, once I press it, it opens up the application. If I long press it, it will open up YouTube. There we go. So just a nice, easy way to access some kind of app that you really want to have quick access to. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the DOOGEE speed. Now this is just a function that allows your phone to gain most performance in the app that you're using right now. So again, in the settings you will find DOOGEE speed somewhere at the bottom, enable it, and from here you can enable apps that you want to skip by this from this option. So switch on to allow apps to run in background, because basically what it does is, if you enable this, as an example right now, settings is getting full power of the device, while everything else that is in the background is basically terminated from getting any kind of resources, just so this app right here, meaning settings in this case, can get the full speed of the device. Now this will work best for some kind of demanding apps, for instance games, but in here you also have the option to exclude apps. So as an example, for instance, YouTube right now is excluded, so it's basically being terminated in the background and has no resources that it can use. So if you wanted to, you could, for instance, find YouTube in the list here, hopefully somewhere, unless default apps are not supported, which would be kind of weird, but you could basically, if you find it, just enable it like so, and then that app will be able to run in the background. And now moving on to the last option, it's gonna be the QR scanner. So there's nice uses for it. So as an example, if you have a phone, you want to share with someone, as an example, Wi-Fi on newer devices. Let me just quickly open it up. So on newer devices, if you click on your Wi-Fi that you're connected on, it will create a QR code, which then you can basically, let me just show you what I mean. You can get your phone as an example. So let's go into the settings, unless there is an application that I can quickly access. But I don't see it. Yeah, so let's go into the settings and QR code scanner, and this will open up camera, right? And all you need to do now is simply scan a code. So you do it basically by, there we go. And as you can see, it scans it, and then whatever it finds, it will open it up. So you could basically launch it from here. Apart from that, like I said, you can do that to Wi-Fi, so it will automatically allow you to connect without needing to provide the password, which is really nice. I really like that feature. But you can basically generate QR code for virtually anything, any kind of link, which will allow you to do a lot of things with it. So yeah, a fairly nice option. Now that being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.